Now we are going to start with cardiovascular system, and the first topic is hypertension. Hypertension is when your blood pressure is elevated, systolic BP exceeds 120 mmHg and diastolic pressure remains 80 mmHg. Hypertension occurs when systolic BP exceeds 130 by 80 and at least two occasions, not just once. So this is the actual definition of hypertension. Now the drugs for hypertension are classified into diuretics, beta blockers, ACE inhibitors, angiotensin II receptor blockers, renin inhibitors, calcium channel blockers, alpha blockers, and others. We can have a look at the classification. Diuretics: amiloride, bumetanide, chlorothalidone, eplerenone, ethacrynic acid, furosemide, widely used, hydrochlorothiazide, indapamide, midazolam, spironolactone, potassium sparing, triametrine, and torsemide. Beta blockers: acebutolol, atenolol, beta-taxol, bisoprolol, carvedilol, esmolol, labetalol, metoprolol, nadolol, nebivolol, pindolol, and propanolol. ACE inhibitors: benazepril, captopril, enalapril, fosinopril, lisinopril, moxapril, quinapril, perindopril, ramipril, trandolapril. Angiotensin II receptor blockers: azilsartan. These all end with sartans: candesartan, prosartan, irbesartan, losartan, olmesartan, telmisartan, valsartan. Now renin inhibitors: aliskiren. Often the question comes that which of the following is a renin inhibitor. You just have to remember the name, aliskiren. Now calcium channel blockers: amlodipine, clevidipine, diltiazem, felodipine, isradipine, nicardipine, nifedipine, nislodipine, verapamil. All the dipines ending are calcium channel blocker, and exceptional is verapamil, it does not end with dipine. Alpha blockers: doxazosine, prazosin, terazosin. All the zosins are alpha blockers. Others are clonidine, phenyldopam, hydralazine, methyl-dopa, minoxidil, nitropruxide. These are some of the centrally acting. Now this is the classification of hypertension: normal if it is within the limits of 120 by 80, elevated if it is below 130 and by 80. Stage 1 hypertension is when your BP remains above 130 and above 80, 10 digits, and till 2 seconds settings, in 2 seconds settings. Stage 2 hypertension is if your BP remains elevated above 140 and 90 in consecutive settings. Now etiology: it may be secondary to other disease processes, or it can be idiopathic. Also, it can be essential that you don't have any other disease but you have just hypertension. It can be a family history, age. All are these risk factors: obesity, diabetes, disability status, stressful lifestyle, high intake of sodium, smoking. Now mechanisms for controlling blood pressure. This is the natural mechanism undergoing in our body system. What happens when your blood volume and venous tone is increased? It means pressure filling will be increased, which will increase cardiac output, which is also increased by contractility and heart rate. Then in turn it will increase the arterial blood pressure, and also arterial tone is also responsible for the peripheral resistance, which will in turn affect the arterial blood pressure. These are the major factors which will influence venous tone, blood volume, contractility, heart rate, arterial tone, and these two are main: cardiac output, peripheral resistance, which in turn affects BP. Now you can see this decrease in BP. If your blood pressure is decreased, then the response generated will be sympathetic activity will get activated, activation of beta 1 receptors on heart, activation of alpha 1 on smooth muscles, beta 1 on kidney. Heart beta 1 increase in cardiac output, increase in BP. Smooth muscle alpha 1 increase in venous return and increase in BP. And smooth muscles alpha 1 increase in peripheral resistance and increase in BP. Kidney beta 1 receptors will increase renin release. It will go and increase angiotensin 2, which will affect directly on peripheral resistance, and aldosterone, which will affect sodium water retention, and in turn it will affect blood volume. And these all will, again, blood volume will affect cardiac output and increase in blood pressure. Decrease in blood pressure will also lead decrease in renal flow, which will lead to decrease in GFR, which will lead to sodium water retention, and again increase in blood volume, increase in cardiac output, and increase in BP. This is the autonomic response and renin angiotensin response. See, this is the autonomic response and this is the renin angiotensin response. This all when your blood pressure is decreased.